Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Now, I hope you guys all seen the short to where I showed that where Colorado has removed Trump from the ballot. There's a lot of issues to get onto that. I would like to talk to probably Nick Ricada Law on that, but I probably won't even get a chance to do so, so I'll probably do a little video about it. But here's the thing. We have two different people that I would call that are what we call not the great, two people that have two different ideologies, two different viewpoints on this. And I'm not liking Ron DeSantis anymore. And I used to love him. I used to go for him. And now a lot of things are changing. And this is something that is making me quite sad. Now, this is not quite sad, but very disappointed. And this is something that Vivek Ramaswamy has to say about this. Over Trump specifically going and being removed from the ballot. He says, "This is what an actual attack on democracy looks like. In an un-American, unconstitutional, unprecedented decision, a cabal of Democrat judges are barring Trump from the ballot in Colorado. Having tried every trick in the book to eliminate President Trump from running in this election, the bipartisan establishment is now deploying a new tactic to bar him from ever holding office again. The 14th Amendment. I pledge to withdraw from the Colorado GOP primary unless Trump is also allowed to be on the state's ballot. And I demand that Ron DeSantis, Chris Christie, and Nikki Haley do the same immediately, or else they are tacitly endorsing this illegal maneuver which will have disastrous consequences for our country. Today's decision is the latest election interference tactic to silence political opponents and swing the election for whatever puppet the Democrats put up this time by depriving Americans of the right to vote for their candidate of choice. The 14th Amendment was part of the Reconstruction Amendments that were ratified following the Civil War. It was passed to prohibit former Confederate military and political leaders from holding high federal or state office. These men had clearly taken part in a rebellion against the United States, the Civil War. That makes it all the more absurd that a left-wing group in Colorado is asking a federal court to disqualify the 45th president on the same grounds, equating his speech to rebellion against the United States. And there's another legal problem. Trump is not a former officer of the United States, as that term is used in the Constitution, meaning Section 3 does not apply. As the Supreme Court explained in Free Enterprise Fund v. Public Company Accounting Oversight Board 2010, an officer of the United States is someone appointed by the president to aid him in his duties under Article 2, Section 2. The term does not apply to elected officials and certainly not to the president. The framers of the 14th Amendment would be appalled to see this narrow provision intended to bar former U.S. officials who switched to the Confederacy from seeking public office, being weaponized by a sitting president and his political allies to prevent a former president from seeking re-election. Our country is becoming unrecognizable to our founding fathers, and I 100% agree. Mic drop, done. Vivek goes for presidency if Trump is not there. 100%. And this is the reason why. Now, I'm going to show you why the other candidates are not even remotely good. Not even Ron DeSantis. Because he is part of the game. He is part of the reason why we are in this situation. Not part of the reason why we're in this situation. But he is part of the camp. He is part of the establishment. And here's why. We're going to show exactly what it is. This is from Officer Lou. It says, watch. Ron DeSantis says he will not follow Vivek Ramaswamy's lead and withdraw from the Colorado primary if Donald Trump is not on the ballot. Let's listen to what he has to say.
And real quick, fellow GOP 2024 presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy saying he will remove himself from the Colorado ballot unless Trump's eligibility is restored. Would you do the same?
No, I think that's just playing into the left. I think the case will get overturned by the Supreme Court, but I've qualified for all the ballots. I'm competing in all the states, and I'm going to accumulate the delegates necessary. That's the whole name of the game in this situation. But I do anticipate that decision was political and will get reversed.
All right, Governor Ron DeSantis, thank you so much for joining me.
Yes, because you obviously know it's a political attack, so why don't you stop? Why don't you step down? This is not following what the far left is doing, okay? This is something that I cannot stand with these type of rhinos, these people that are terrible. Why would I vote for you? Because you're not going to go protect the people that are fighting for this country, and you just want to be able to win and be installed and to have some more political power. There is no reason for me at all to want to vote for you after you're doing this. Because now, big dick Vivek Ramaswamy has put out the court. He has put his dick down and has said this now. I am now leading the head. I am being the leader. I am being the man. And I am saying you need to follow suit because this is not right. We want to be on the fair playing field. And this man here, Ron DeSantis, has said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to win with whichever it means necessary, even if it's illegal, so have fun. That's insane to me. And this is a state that we have in this country right now, to where we just have rhinos running. It was all fun and games, Ron. It was nice having you, but goodbye. I can't stand people like this. I can't stand rhinos, and this is ridiculous. This is not the way the party wants to work. You're going against your fan base. You're going against the people that want to essentially do what's right for the country, and this is not going to help it. Because now, how do you have more faith? How do you have more honesty? How do you have more truth than Vivek Ramaswamy? How? Because the only true, honest person that feels like he wants to do something true for the country is this man here, Vivek Ramaswamy. And then right now, the only two candidates that I see that's in this country right now is Vivek and Trump. The other ones are all here to tear you down and make sure you have a miserable and terrible life in this country. Full stop. And he will cater and bend the knee to the Democrat leadership because he will not do simple things. He won't fire his counsel that made him look like a fool. He doesn't stick by his true beliefs. All he wants is power. Vivek Ramaswamy wants to be able to save the country and the American people. And apparently, so does Trump. But these people are just snakes, and I can't stand them anymore. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Right class share. As always, take care my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.